Mbaula Backyard Screenings are hosting a public film screening event that's all happening today, and it's for local and short films in Bhisho. The initiative celebrates local storytelling and cinematic talent, particularly from rural and township communities across the Eastern Cape province. And this will end with a masterclass on the 16th of August, where featured artists and industry professionals will share their knowledge, their skills, their tools, and stories alike to just inspire the next wave of township creators. And so founder Yanga Mgabadeli joins us virtually, perhaps to tell us a little bit more about this event. Yanga, on that note, a very good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you doing? Well, actually, I trust you're good because this is an exciting event and it's about giving back, particularly to those who are often excluded from that mainstream cinematic experience. And so tell us about that inspiration for you behind Mbaula Backyard Screening and how this event is set to obviously, widen the interest and platform for talent in Bhisho.
Yes, the event is more inspired. In fact, what we are doing is Mbaula Backyard Sessions, the actual initial project. So from that, it developed to different talents, and because we're a multimedia business. So what we are doing, we are more into different disciplines in the arts. So right now we are doing a project for filmmakers. We are putting film in the center stage, bringing cinema to the people. So that's more of the inspiration of taking our people who are from marginalized areas and spaces that they don't have even the cinemas to watch or knowledge about films. So we're trying to bridge the gap between our communities and our filmmakers, generally.
No, absolutely, and thank you for that, because when we look at the film industry in Bhisho and the talent that you've now witnessed, even the opportunities available, are there any? Are you able to speak to that? And then when you are looking at the support that's now on offer through the screening and through the masterclass as well, what's going to be on offer really?
It started with the activations, where we are screening films by local filmmakers, particularly who are those that are practicing in the Eastern Cape. But we are also open to those who are from the Eastern Cape but practicing outside of the Eastern Cape.
Okay.
So we started with the activation in a community called Pakamisa, and then we went to King Williamstown, where we brought cinema to the taxi rank. So it's something that's really out of the norm from our local cinema scene that is not even there, because we don't even have theaters, we don't even have cinemas in our town. So it was really an interesting experience for people just in general, even those who didn't even know or even have interest into filmmakers that were in our town. So now they get to be exposed to them by virtue of us programming the actual filmmakers that are from the Eastern Cape.
Yeah, and Yanga, you speak to a very important point, because consumption methods have obviously changed, and yes, there isn't any cinemas in Bhisho, but when we even just look at some of the other barriers that you're facing within the area, there's resources, right? There's equipment as well, but there's also digital era that we find ourselves in, and smartphone usage as well. Can you talk to us a little bit more about how those aspects are also integrated into your offering?
In our trainings and part of the screenings, we tend to have a panel where they structure of how they bring the structure of how they develop the film from script writing to final production, so including editing. So in all the activation, we always have the actual filmmakers to come and discuss about how they've developed their film and using the digital formats. I like that question, because they use phone to shoot these films.
Yes.
Some are short films, some expect a long film that's about 2 hours or an hour and a half, but a film can be 5 minutes or can be a feature film of about 55, 51 minutes and so on. So it just breaks the stereotype of how people view what is filmmaking and how they can become. So more of our target market and our interest is more with the high school learners who are really interested in doing films. But within our communities, we know that the parents for those learners, they are not really welcome into getting them to study film because of maybe sometimes it's budget wise. The film schools are not really affordable for the general public. So it's really something of that is a need for our Eastern Cape. And as much as there are institutions that claim to benefit or to support local youth, but I can tell you now, even funding is not there in terms of how they can develop their films.
Yeah, and I mean, is that also ongoing discussions with, the department or with other stakeholders, perhaps to come in and support? But even if we tell us about that, and then even if you look at the featured films that you chose, was there a specific selection criteria that you chose to be included in this festival this year, or was it just anyone that yielded that call?
There is a specific program based on those who have made an impact in our communities, specifically those filmmakers who reside in Eastern Cape. So our focus was more into those that practice here, so that those that are here in the Eastern Cape can be acknowledged that they are not just people who are walking up and down trying to make ends meet, but they have a desire to in the film, and they also contribute, because when they have the projects, people, they get to contribute into monetizing and employing those that are around the Eastern Cape,
Yes.
So yes, there are some institutions that are, and production companies that are also very much dedicated to developing the Eastern Cape and the actual Eastern Cape film industry.
Yanga, I'm wrapping up, but I just want to get more info on today's event for those who are interested in attending. I mean, yesterday, obviously kicked off, and you were happy with it. Yes. So what's happening today? How do people attend as well? And then also tell us a little bit more about that masterclass. Where, when, how?
We will still like to have more people coming to attend the events. Yes, the turnout was nice yesterday, and even on the activation, it was nice. So our final one, which is a masterclass, our target is more of the high school and those who just came out of high school to come and see how they can develop their films and trainings and get more of information about how to get to film schools and how to get funds from the department, or generally from private companies, or to go to school and study film. So today we are looking at the same program that we have of having filmmakers. Today we are showing some of the films that could not make it even yesterday. So we're still moving today. We have a full day of production digitally, and also we have a full screening evening.
Okay, Yanga, thank you for your time. I'm going to have to leave the combo there, but thank you for your work as well, and obviously just for paying it forward and assisting in, this ecosystem being strengthened through your work. Mbaula Backyard Screenings, featuring curated selection, as you heard there, of short films and documentaries that are produced in and around the Eastern Cape. Yanga Mgabadeli joining us this morning, the founder, to chat a little bit further about that initiative. It's also ongoing today.